iPhone SE, the only iPhone that Apple sells with a home button. And you'll be surprised at just how much you can do with it. So for example, you can use your fingerprint to unlock the SE. If you double click the button, it'll open up recents where you can see all your open applications. If you double tap it though, it'll activate reachability, where you can of course reach the top of your phone. If you triple click the button, it'll open up the accessibility menu. And finally, if you click and hold, it'll activate Siri, where you can ask her pretty much anything. And the other cool thing is you can add up to 5 fingerprints, so if you ever wanted to unlock with your pinky finger, you can. It's so easy to do. Under Touch ID and passcode, you just click add fingerprints. And the nice thing about extra fingerprints is you could also add your partner's fingerprint if you wanted to. By the way, make sure you stay till the end because I have some really cool free wallpapers for you guys. So even though this is the cheapest iPhone that Apple sells, you still get a lot of the same crazy cool features like back tap. So within the settings menu, if you scroll down to accessibility, then onto touch, right at the bottom, you'll see the option that says back tap. And here is where you can decide what happens when you double tap or triple tap at the back of your phone. So for triple tap, I decided to lock the screen. And now anytime I double or triple tap, it'll either open my camera or lock my phone. Another useful gesture is shake to undo. So if you're busy typing out some text and decide you want to start over or just completely get rid of it, then all you have to do is shake your phone, click undo, and that's it. So cool. And this might really surprise you, but the iPhone SE has the exact same chip as the iPhone 13 Pro Max, the most expensive iPhone you can currently buy. I mean, what? So yeah, it's kind of crazy, right? It means you can do things like this pinch and paste, where you copy with 3 fingers on your phone and paste them out with your 3 fingers right onto your iPad, super quick and easy, and that is just the tip of the iceberg. Okay, now the iPhone SE does have a pretty small battery, so here are some tips to get the most out of it. The first thing you can do is head on over to battery settings, and in here you can just switch on low power mode. Then you can go to battery health and also make sure optimized battery charging is on. This will help the aging of your battery, and you can charge your phone to 50% in a whopping 30 minutes. Now the iPhone SE does have wireless charging, which is awesome of course, but it does not have MagSafe, so if you ever try and use a MagSafe charger, it will not stick. However, there is actually a workaround for this so that you can have MagSafe. You get accessories like this one from Spigen, where once you attach your cover, you actually stick this magnetic ring to the outside of your case. It is so easy and quick to do. I mean, it literally could not be more simple. And once this ring is attached, your phone basically has MagSafe. So you could use any MagSafe accessory, or of course the MagSafe charger, and charge your phone. Also, did you know the SE is the only iPhone that Apple sells that actually displays the battery percentage? Weird. Now this one is pretty cool because Siri has a brand new voice that you can change to.
Wow, I wish I could change your voice.
Okay. Within settings, all you need to do is head down to Siri and search. Once in there, you can click on Siri's voice, and number 5 is her new voice.
Hi, I'm Siri. Choose the voice you'd like me to use.
And I think this is a pretty cool voice.
Thank you.
By the way, make sure you sub to the channel, because if you do, Siri is gonna be like,
holy crap-a-mole, guacamole. Oh damn. Ha 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 ha.
So a super nifty feature you can use, especially if your hands are full, is voice control. For example, you could say, hey Siri, open iMessage. And she'll open it. But you can also say, hey Siri, activate voice control.
Okay, I turn voice control on.
Tap mic iPhone. Tap message. Man, I've really got to hand it to Siri. Tap send. And you can literally control your entire phone just like that. You just need to learn a couple of commands like show names, show grids, and basically navigate anywhere and do anything. It really is amazing at just how well it works, and as long as you remember that grid or show names, you're pretty much good to go. then I had to show you guys this because it is just way too cool not to. Did you know you can connect any Bluetooth mouse to your iPhone SE just by heading into Bluetooth settings, clicking on the mouse and pairing them up? If you don't instantly see the cursor on your phone like this when moving the mouse, just make sure Assistive Touch is enabled and then enjoy using a mouse. Chatting about Control Center, if you're already an iPhone user, then you'll know by now to access it, you just swipe down on the top right-hand corner. But on the iPhone SE, if you try that, you'll just open the notification panel. You need to swipe up in order to access the Control Center on the SE. I have no idea why they did it back to front like this, but just so you know and don't get confused. Okay, now even though like everyone knows about the Control Center, what a lot of people don't know is if you click and hold down on some icons, it actually opens up a couple of extra options. Okay, so check this out. Here is a sick feature you might find yourself using a lot. If you open up the camera app and point it to anything with text, you'll see this little text icon appear, and if you tap on that, like freaking magic, it'll extract all the text. So now you can just copy and paste it into notes or whatever you want. That's pretty cool. So this is super useful anytime you need to copy a bunch of information, but not only that, you can also do this using existing pictures. You just click on that icon and automatically it'll select the text, or if you click and hold, it'll also select the text. So there are a bunch of different options you can choose from, and of course, once you have selected that text, you can copy it and paste it just about anywhere, whether it's your notes, emails, or social media. So the SE is not exactly known for its photo quality, but it does have a 12 megapixel camera and you can still get some pretty slick shots. So within the camera app, if you swipe up, this little icon is photographic styles. So here you can actually choose a specific style you like, whether it's super warm, more vibrant, or even cool toned. It really just depends on your taste and favorite style, and here you can see a closer look at the difference between each one. And remember in the beginning when I showed you that triple tap option on the home button? Well, there's actually a magnifier option. So if you tap on that, it actually turns your phone's camera into a magnifier. It's not like a macro camera or anything like that, but Apple did specifically make this app for magnification. Kind of like a magnifying glass. As you can imagine, this feature is useful for a number of different things, especially when trying to see things like faraway signs or tiny text. Now, let me show you guys Assistive Touch, because if for some reason your home button ever stopped working, I mean, that would be really annoying, but this would definitely be a lifesaver, that's for sure. So under accessibility settings, if you tap on touch and then activate Assistive Touch, you'll see this little icon appear that's basically a digital home button. So if you tap on it, you can open up Control Center, you can tap to go back to the home page, and not only that, you can also move it to anywhere on your screen. It really is a very nifty button to have, and like I said, if your home button never breaks, you got a backup. You can also change the feel of the home button right in general settings under home button. This is just if you want a stronger or weaker feel when pressing the home button. Believe it or not, you can also change the speed. Again, under accessibility, if you click on home button, you can choose between a default click speed, slow, or the slowest, and you can feel the different speed vibrate when trying them out. As mentioned, I have some super slick wallpapers for you guys that you can download completely free from my website haylsworld.com. I'll have a link down below within the description box. And definitely take a screenshot of your home screen, then tag me on social media. I would love to see these wallpapers on your home screen. I made a couple of different color options, so whatever your taste or style, there should be one there for you. And again, everything you need is down below in the description box. So definitely check out those wallpapers, but if you kind of have an Apple addiction like me, then check out these 25 hidden iPhone tips and tricks or iPhone 13 tips and tricks. But otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Toodles!